Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome to So-and-So. I had a piece of candy in my mouth. I had to take it out. Like a piece of gum and stuck it under Jim's cabinet. That would be nice. I didn't do that, Jim. Honest. I didn't do it. There's no gum stuck to the bottom of your cabinets, I promise. Hello, everybody. I'm Karen, and we are here at Sew and Save. And this is Patchwork Party Live for, what is it? Where are we? April 2025. Yay. Hello, everyone. It was a beautiful day out. It's summer. Tomorrow, I think it's going to snow. I don't know. Hopefully not. I know. Don't say that. It's going to be nice. The weather's going to be nice from now on. Yay. So thank you for joining us today. I hope you're all ready for Easter. Getting ready for the big day with family and friends and that sort of thing. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We've got lots of new things to show you, some new classes to tell you about, all kinds of fun things. I have a little demo on showing you new items on a sewing machine today, and lots of demos, little demo things, and all kinds of fun stuff. We got lots of fun fabric, all a little bit different. We have, hello, Ursula. Thank you so much for liking and sharing, because you know if you like us and share us and comment that your name will go into the Facebook little picker thing, and hopefully your name will get picked and you'll win a gift card at the end of the night. Also, don't forget that PP20 gets you 20% off of anything that I'm showing you tonight. So, like us, share us. We really appreciate your watching and joining us, because I know you got a lot of things to do, but tonight is the good night to be here and seeing all of the brand new stuff that we have. I have one little announcement, and I'll make an announcement again at the end. Next month, we're going to meet on Monday, May 19th. Not Monday, May 12th. Monday, May 12th, I will have a busload of ladies, and we're going on a little trip to Galena and doing some quilt shop hopping. And
wait a second.
Joe, you're going to be on your own for 3 days, 2 nights. Oh, no. So we will be on the road during Patchwork Party. But maybe we'll shout out anyways and just remind you on Monday night that we're not going to do Patchwork Party, and all the ladies from the bus trip will say hey to you, and we're going to meet on Monday, May 19th, which, yes, is the same day as So What Club. So we're going to do So What in the morning, and then we're going to do Patchwork Party at night. And if you can't join us for So What, maybe you can join us for Patchwork Party from home. So May 19th, next month. So we just had to move that a little bit. How are we doing? Are we ready to look at some new things?
There are about 60 people.
Oh, perfect.
A lot of people are saying hello. So.
Say hi, like us, share us, so that your name goes in to win a gift card at the end of the night. And PP20 gets you 20% off of the items that I'm showing you, not the sewing machine. I better say that right now, because I'll get in trouble from Jim. Well, the sewing machine doesn't come up online anyways. But you can come in and talk to him about this little sewing machine. I'm sure he has a few in a box that could go home with you. But I'm not talking about the sewing machine. I'm talking about stuff on the sewing machine tonight. So we'll be doing some demos on that a little bit. Okay, are we ready to get started and look at some new things? Okay, so we didn't really talk about where we're going to go. We're going to kind of go, I don't know, we'll go start here, and we'll kind of come around the front, and then we'll kind of go around the back, and we'll get everything. So the first project, this is called Summer Solstice. It is, I'm going to get up there. Hang on, I'm getting the pattern. I have to grab the pattern. Wait. It's called Summer Solstice, and it is a foundation piecing pattern. Oh, don't groan. Foundation piecing and paper piecing is a lot of fun. When I was doing this, I was doing it mostly at a retreat, and every time I worked on it, I'd go, okay, I'm doing this. What's the probability that this curve is going to fit into this curve when I sew it, and it's going to match up? And what's the probability of all of this matching up when I sew it all together? It all matched up Why? Because it's all paper pieced. So we have kits available for this. It's on the Patchwork Party section of our website. PP20 will get you 20% off, but we're also going to do this as a class in fall. The ladies said they were hoping that I would wait till like September to do this class. So we'll probably do it in probably 3 or 4 different classes. So it's very doable. It's a lot of fun. It's like the pattern reads like a novel. So I condense it for you and we make sense out of the whole thing. And it's, once you figure out the process, it's really fun and easy to do. And everything turns out perfect. Everything matches up perfect.
Beautiful.
It is really, really pretty as well. So we do have a pattern or two. The kits look like this. The pattern front, I had another pattern front. Did I leave it over there? Oh, it's in some purples, but maybe I'll show you that later. So here it is. So this is another color wave. We do not have this color wave put together, but later on I'll show you some fabrics that you certainly could do this project out of, this in the blues and the purples and things. So equally as pretty. Very pretty. So I did this one, and now I've had this one sitting in my stack of things to do for a long time, so I'm going to work on this one next. So this one looks like fun. It's called Starlight Pathway. So that looks like a lot of fun too. And again, it's paper piece. Different company did the pattern. This pattern is not on our Patchwork Party section of the website yet because I haven't worked on it yet. So I want to test it out before we actually do anything with it. So a couple of paper piecing projects, really fun, and everything turns out perfect, perfect, perfect. Because I certainly wouldn't be able to make this, I don't think, without it. I guess we'll go right here. Am I in the way? Let me go around the back. I'll go around the back. So we're going to look at the birds. The birds. So we have been asked by some of the gals at the Urban Arts Council, I think it's called. They have created this pattern, and what they did is they went to the state of Wisconsin, and this is the official quilt block or wall quilt of Wisconsin. So they designed it, and I wrote up the pattern, and we picked out the fabrics. And so when you purchase this, a portion of your purchase goes towards the Arts Council. So we're really happy to be able to help them out and work with them, and we were very honored that they asked us to do this because this is the official Wisconsin quilt. So that's really pretty cool that we have one. So you can see we have the robin, the maple leaf, and the pansy in our little project. So really cool. We have kits, and we have just the pattern available, but we do have kits. The kits include everything, including the back and the little pansy there. So it's all the official bird, tree, and flower of Wisconsin.
I didn't know the pansy is the official flower of Wisconsin.
Pansy is the official flower. Huh. Who'd have thunk it?
Who would have thought?
But so yep, it's all official. So these are in the website on as kits and as a pattern. So hope you can help us out. And there is no further discount on this. Did I say that? There is no further discount on this because a portion of the proceeds goes towards the Arts Council. So really very fun and cool. Okay, now I'm going to walk back around the front again. It's really pretty. Yeah, we're helping out the arts. And we're going to come right over here. We're going to look at Old Glory. So we're going to kind of come over here. So me and Old Glory over here. Joe's going to say something about me being the Old Glory. Which one's which? So I have the sweatshirt that I made, and this is called Charming something charming. It's in the Patchwork Party section of the website. We have the patterns available for this and the little jacket. This is called Old Glory on the website. And both of these, you could make these and put them on T-shirts, sweatshirts. I put this on a jacket, just a regular cotton shirt. And we're going to have a class on this, and it is going to be June 4th, I believe. June 4th. We'll be sending out more stuff on it. So in the morning, we're going to make the sweatshirt, and in the afternoon, we'll make the flag. So you can come and do one or the other or both, whichever one you'd like, or both of them. Yeah, there's a cute little detail around the hood. I'll show you how to do that. Super easy and fun. So what we'll have is we'll have kits for this all ready to go. We'll have this I did on the embroidery machine. So we'll have an embroidery machine set up, and you can we'll show you how to embroider that onto your shirt if you'd like to do that. And if you've never done it, we'll show you how to do it. So you'll get to push some buttons on an embroidery machine and give it a try. And then we will have a kit to do the flag part, and we'll have the Old Glory, and you just provide the shirt. Whatever, t-shirt, sweatshirt, whatever color you'd like, you provide that. And then for this one, we'll provide the stuff to make it, except you'll pick out your fabrics. You need six different fabrics. That's not quite right. No, you need like four different fabrics, and just a 5-inch square of each fabric. But as the time gets closer, I'll send you an email and tell you what you need to bring and stuff. But 4 different fabrics, a little 5-inch square, 2 5-inch squares of each fabric, and then we'll provide all the rest of the stuff is part of your class fee. And you'll come in and make this, and super fun and easy. So just really fun projects to do. Great summer fun project. So that's June 4th, but we'll be sending out emails so you can see about that. Yeah. Sure. So welcome to Patchwork Party. Be sure to like us and share us so that your name goes in to win a gift card at the end of the night. Comment as well. That puts your name in the hat too. And PP20 gets you 20% off of everything I'm showing you tonight. So yeah. So t-shirt or sweatshirt classes on June 4th. You know what we didn't do? Sherry, can you find the steampunk quilt? It's not quilted. I don't know where they ended up putting it. Maybe, but I think Sherry folded it up and put it behind the cutting table. So we have a steampunk quilt made from our steampunk fabric. So this is from Quilting Treasures, and I don't know, it's really cool. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Oh my gosh, that's my phone. So here's just some of the fabrics. It's in the website. And we have steampunk. Sorry about that. I didn't know my phone was not turned off.
Do it sideways.
Oh, this way? You want it this way? Okay. So really cool fabrics. I'll show you a couple projects that we've done. The kits, okay, turn around. Sherry has the quilt. We haven't had it quilted yet, but really cool. I thought this was in the Patchwork Party section of the website, but she will double check and make sure that that's in there. Really, really cool project. She thought she was gone.
Yeah.
So Sherry's going to make sure that's in there. And the kits are made and all ready to go. We just still need to get ours quilted and sent out. So we're going to show some more of these.
Look how cool that is.
That is so cool. I love the balloons and all the little things. It's kind of like Tim Holtz, but not. Oops, I just messed that whole thing up. Oh well, we'll fix that later. This one, I don't think we showed this one with the clocks. Kind of swirly clock thing. I have to get some water. Joe's going to go over a couple more of these while I go grab a little something to drink. Sorry. Really, really fun and cool fabric.
Yeah, they are cool.
Well, that's okay. He's knocking them off.
I'm not the best at this.
Yes, you are. You're terrific. Look at the ladies. Almost kind of like, here we go. Very old-fashioned, very cool. Okay, it isn't. What is it called, though? Full Steam Ahead, that's right. So the quilt is called Full Steam Ahead. There's not a picture yet because we just got them done. Look at, see, people have been buying this. It's almost gone. But this one's cool too.
That's the clocks, but colors, right?
But with more color. This one's almost gone too. And we'll see if we can get more.
Oh, look at
If you want to. Yeah. Okay. And then there's the little gears and things. I'm not sure if we can, but we'll try. Just they run out of it.
Okay.
So then, so then I started having fun because, well, we have this really nice floor lamp from Restoration Hardware, and Bailey knocked it over and broke the lampshade. So I had to make a new lampshade. So I used some of the steampunk fabric to make a new lampshade.
Nice.
Fun, super fun, easy to do. Somebody was looking at them today and was asking if we'd have a class on how to make lampshades. And I said, yeah, I think we could. So this one I ordered off of Amazon and then added the panels of fabric. Really fun. And then this little one, so to make the patterns for the lampshades, you know, what shape and everything, I take some freezer paper and my iron, and I kind of just iron the freezer paper so it sticks to my lampshade a little bit. And then I make my pattern. Cut my pattern out, and then I use some spray adhesive and spray it on and kind of iron it on so it's nice and flat. And this one came with this black, you know, bias tape or whatever you want trim on it. And I made my little panel a little bit bigger, and then just with a stiletto or my seam ripper, I just tucked it all underneath this little tape. And if I pulled it up, because this is just kind of hot glued on, so I pulled it up too much, you could, you know, kind of unglue it, like I could pull it off. Just run your iron back over it, and it melts the glue and re-adheres your little strip back on. So I just kind of tucked it underneath.
That's cool.
And off I went. So this had its own trim. These two, I added the trim. So it was fun. This one I did the same way. I took it and used my parchment paper, freezer paper actually, made my pattern, and then I sewed it together because there's seams on each one of these edges. And what I did is I slid it on inside out so that my seams were sticking out. And then I just kind of, until I got it perfect, kind of cinched it in, and then just kind of re-sewed it here, just a little bit more until it fit perfectly. And then pulled it over, put it right side out, pulled it over.
That looks great.
It was fun. Lots of fun.
Especially with the light bulb.
The light bulbs are awesome.
And it's
That was, when I saw the light bulbs, we went, oh my gosh, I have to do a lampshade. That's perfect, because I've been waiting for the right fabric to come in to replace the broken lampshade from Bailey, the cat. And then these just came along with it because they were just fun. Really fun fabrics to put on here. This was a lot of fun too. This one, when you do your pattern, your pattern is going to kind of come like a C, because the top of this is smaller than the bottom. So you don't want to use something that's kind of directional, that has a stripe or a plaid or something, because your pattern's going to end up cutting this way. So your plaid's not going to run straight around the bottom. It'll end up curving up around your lampshade. So use something that kind of has an all-over pattern to it on something like this. This you could do a plaid or a stripe on, because these are pretty straight. Okay, so that was fun. Then I got this really fun floor poof. This was adorable. I don't know if you saw the couple of posts that we made. I made this at a quilt retreat, and Danette Bookstein's granddaughter was there, and she helped me stuff it, and she really had fun helping me make this. So Now, Danette has to make one for her because she was going to take this one home, and I said she couldn't because we weren't done with it yet. So really fun, and then we brought it home, and Gizmo liked it. So, yeah, so it's great for cats, dogs. It could be a great little dog, poof on the floor. The kids, even your husband. If you can. I did fussy cut my covered button. So you can see I fussy cut it around one of those little gears. So, yeah, that was fun. It actually worked. I was like surprised it actually worked and kind of got in the middle. So I fussy cut that button to cover the button.
I thought it was a piece of metal.
That's fabric.
Oh, wow.
And you make a covered button, and then we're going to pull it through and cinch it through. So we're going to do a class on this. This class is, I know I should have written it down. It's like the 16th or the 19th. 16th or 19th. It's a Thursday of June. That's why. Okay, June.
Lori was saying the lampshades are fun.
Yeah, the lampshades are a lot of fun.
People like it.
We might do the lampshades like in fall. We're running out of summertime to do classes. 19th at 1 o'clock. 19th at 1 o'clock. 1 to 4, we're going to make the poofs. So it's on the website. Go to our website. Go to the calendar. June 19th. It's there. You can sign up for the class. We have kits made for these. They should be on the website as well. I think Sherry put those on. So we have kits. Huh?
It's on Juneteenth.
Oh, it's on Juneteenth Day. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, well, we're going to be busy that day.
Yes, you will be.
As long as we're talking about that. So June 19th in the afternoon, 1 to 4, floor poof. So we have the patterns available, or you can make a steampunk. We have the steampunk kits ready to go. Okay? In the morning, on Thursday, June 19th, we are going to do our fabulous fabric box mystery. It's been a really, really, really long time. I think pre-COVID. Yeah, since we've done a fabulous fabric box mystery.
So what is that?
It's well, first of all, it's the summer version. So it's going to be every other week-ish. Starting June 19th at 10 o'clock. What you're going to do is pick out a fabulous box of fabric like this. So in here are 4 different fabrics. You will need to add the background, which is, I think, about 2.5 yards. So you might have some from a Skinny Bolt sale, or you might have something in your stash. So if you like this front fabric, the other fabrics beneath it will coordinate with it and will look beautiful in the mystery quilt that we're making. Lots of things to tell you about this. So we're going to start on June 19th at 10 a.m. When you sign up, we will send you an invite to a private Facebook page. And you will be, so if you're up north, if you're in your RV, if you're at the lake, if you're down south, if you're wherever you are, you can still play along with us, even though you're not right here at the store. So we'll do a Facebook Live presentation on Thursday, June 19th at 10 o'clock. I'll show you how to do the project, how to do your first block. You'll get to see everybody's different fabric, and you can post your fabric on the Facebook page. So it's just for people who sign up for the project. You'll also get a discount coupon to buy your background if you don't have some in your stash. If you don't do Facebook, if you don't want to participate on Facebook, we will also put it up the video up on YouTube. The files, so the clue that you get each and every time, every other week, will also be available to download from the Facebook page or from the YouTube page. If you don't like to do either one of those, we'll pop it in the mail to you if you're far away and can't come in. So when you come into class on that Thursday, you'll get a paper copy. If you're playing along from far away, you could download it. It'll be up and ready for you to play along with us. So you can play from wherever you are and join us and post your blocks so we can see what they look like and ask questions and share what you're doing all summer long. So it's going to start June 19th. I waited till the end of June because July gets to be hot. We're going to go back in the house. We're going to be sweating. So we can sit in our nice air-conditioned houses, and the project is going to be simple. It's not going to take you, you're not going to have to make 100 of anything. It's not fussy. It's just a fun.
How many weeks?
6. It's going to be 6 classes. So that it's on the website now for you to sign up if you'd like to sign up. If, as you're going along, you want us to make you a Kansas Trouble box or a Lori Holt box or a Tula Pink box, just if you want to join and do it, you can sign up online. In the comments, say, I would like a blah, 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 blah box. I would like purple batiks or whatever. And we will curate a box specifically for you. How about that?
That is pretty cool.
Or as time goes by, we will have boxes made up that you can come into the store and pick from as well. Okay? Or you can just say, surprise me. And we'll do a surprise box for you. You can also add borders to it, and we'll talk about that as time goes on. But any questions about that? It's been a long time since we've done one. They're a lot of fun. Like I said, fun, simple. It's not going to take you your whole summer to get it done. So I hope you can join us because they're really fun. And we love to see everybody participating and doing some fun stuff. All right, so I think we got through the front. We got through the front. Okie dokie. Let's come around. And we're going to look at some new Lori Holt fabric. Let me get this out of the way. I will hang this over here for right now. Lori Holt fabric, Americana is her newest line. Lots of great, it's here, and it's here, and it's here, and it's here.
Oh, sheesh.
I know, all 52 bolts. So it's not necessarily all patriotic. So there are things like, look at this great star with the little dots around it. Oops, I'm sorry. This way. Stars with the little dots around it. There's that in blue. That she has it in red.
Cool.
Very fun. Here's some other little dots that she has. I love these little red and blue dots on the off-white.
Very cool.
But then there's things that are not patriotic at all. Like this is not patriotic. So it's really Americana in that it's red, white, and blue-ish colors, but not necessarily all patriotic. This one is really cool with the red, white, and blue flag.
Oh, yeah.
Really cool. Music, flag music. There's some song on here we couldn't figure out. We've never heard. There's the Star Spangled Banner, but something else on there. So there's this one, and it's again in white or off-white, which is really pretty, makes a beautiful background. So there are things that are purely patriotic, but then other fabrics that are not. So I'll let Joe kind of come through and kind of just go through them so you can kind of see the different designs that there are.
I think they got to come in and see this.
You really do have to come in and see it. It is really, really phenomenal.
Very bright.
Yeah, they're very happy. They're not really dark. I don't know how to make this go.
Make it go down.
I'm dropping it down. There we go. There's some light. There we go. The colors are great. The little prints are really pretty. Yep, those are the part of it too. So we'll be doing some projects out of it. And then we also have, of course, I'll put this back up. Which way?
Away from the camera.
Okay, because I'm coming back up here to show some of this stuff. So, of course, she has all kinds of fun things that go with. So we've had these before. We've had the bees. It's called Bee's Knees book stand. And we had them before in yellow. Now she's come out with this really pretty blue. I love my little book stand. I use it all the time. I put my pattern on here. You could even use it in the kitchen as a cookbook holder. So it's really pretty. I put my pattern on here, and then it doesn't get lost under all my fabric and the projects that I'm working on. I actually know where it is. Yeah, we have the yellow one. That one's sitting on my table at home. She has her little mug, so she always does a mug with each fabric line. This is really super cute.
That is cool.
The mug. And then she has a little charm that goes along with it as well. Okay. Then if you're into machine embroidery, which we are, there's some projects. How about right here? So I'm gonna, hopefully it's not too shiny. So this is the quilt project. So this is her the binder that goes along with the line of fabric that is in the, all of these little items are in the Patchwork Party section of our website. PP20 gets you 20% off of all of these fun things. So she's got this really pretty binder, which I thought, oh my gosh, another great big huge binder. What am I going to put in there? Well, I printed out all of the instructions for the projects, and it filled up the binder. So these are all the instructions for all of her projects that she has to go along with this line of fabric. So she has a quilt. So this is the quilt project, and this is machine embroidery. Are people having trouble getting on?
Somebody had trouble. If you're having trouble, just tell them to rejoin.
Yeah, if you're having trouble getting on, just rejoin. Probably go out of Facebook and then come back in. Yeah, so give it another try. So this is machine embroidery. This pattern is also available regular, not machine embroidery. It is an applique project. So it would be applique. So this is machine embroidery. So we have these available. Then she has all kinds of fun projects, if I can find them in the back of my big book here, because there's a lot of pages. And we can print these out for you. It'll cost you a little bit to cover our printing. One more page back, 2 more pages back. This is really cute. This is a little 3D, kind of a little centerpiece. So this is machine embroidery. It is. These patterns are not available in regular sewing. So these are all machine embroidery. So she's got that little thing. And then I should have marked my pages, huh? Let's see, what else do we have? She has a table. So there's let me go back one more. So there's a wall hanging. And this is really cool. I love this flag. And it's sitting on top of that cream music fabric. And then these quilt blocks are the same as the charm that's on there. So there's that. There's a table runner that's very similar. I can keep going here. Okay, keep going. There it is. Oh, I almost forgot the pillows. So there's 2 pillow projects in there as well. This is machine embroidery as well.
Very cool.
And then there's a table runner that looks similar to the wall hanging. So lots of projects. These are 2 different discs, discs that are available. One is the quilt and the other is the other projects. So lots of projects. You'll see more next month because they just came in. The pattern, the CDs just came in. We have thread kits for it as well that will be available. So I'll show you more next month. Hopefully I'll have some of it actually embroidered up. So I'm really excited to do that. But really fun if you're a Lori Holt lover like I am. Lots of really cool stuff. We also have little, which I should have used, little dividers. I should put these dividers in my thing, which I think I will, not a little bit too late, but little dividers to go in the big binder as well. So I think I'm going to do that because for all the so the price for the mystery somebody was asking about the price. The price includes these 4 fabrics, and then you'll have to purchase your borders, inner border if you add more borders and your background. But the price includes the classes as well, the classes and the videos, and awesome. and the fabric that you get in this box. Okay, so it is a really good deal. It's a fun project. It's going to be a lot of fun to do. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so there's that. So then we're going to move along. Move along. We're coming over here to French General. And the French general, he changed his color waves a little bit. He's usually reds and, these beiges and things. And he's added a little blue. We have the French general's feeling a little blue this time around. So we have blue French general, which really next month we'll probably show you. We have some of the other pieces from some of the other months that we've had French general, and they all really look pretty together. So, so you could come in close. This is this print is really fabulous. There's a bird on it. There's birds with little, spring birds with little,
Got it.
their lunch it's either a twig or it's a worm. I didn't want to say it was a worm. It's probably a twig. Should we go with twig?
Yeah, go with twig.
We'll go with twig. Okay. And then there's some pretty flowers. I couldn't decide.
You okay, sweetheart?
Yeah, I couldn't decide. Is that a twig or is that a worm? What's he got? So just really, really pretty fabric, soft colors. This would really be pretty if you love this fabric. You could do your mystery quilt out of this. I know. So you could just say, new French general. Please make me a mystery box with the new French general. And we would make up a mystery box for you using this, because this is really pretty, really cool. That quilt would be beautiful. I might even do mine out of this. I haven't decided yet. So we have these, and then we have French quarter packs, I was going to say. We have French general fat quarter packs. So you get one out of everything in the line.
Oh my God.
So these are, this has fat quarters. 42, I believe.
Gee whiz.
34. Yeah, 34. Like I said, 34. 34 fat quarters. And then we have some fat eighth packs. A fat eighth is 9 by 22 inches wide. So there's 34 of these as well. So a couple pre-cuts that go along with the French general. So really great.
Linda says she loves the blue.
I love the blue. I think it's just really, really pretty and different this time for him. For him, I'm not sure the French general is not a him.
Probably not a
But no, the designer is not a him.
but it is cool.
But it is very cool because we do love a good French general. Okay, so we have that. So now we're going to come, bring your little light.
Okay.
Watch the cord.
Watching the cord.
Don't fall over the cord. We have these two fabulous quilts. These are from, excuse me. This is a lot of fun. This is from, the patterns are from Villa Rosa. So you know that they're pretty easy, simple, fun projects to do. They're done with it's called Expressions Batiks. But what's really fun about these are these little bins. These little bins are so cute. Look at first of all, they match the fabric. Ooh, so they match the fabric. And your Villa Rosa patterns fit inside. Yes, they fit inside. So if you've been collecting Villa Rosa patterns or you're just starting to collect them, your Villa Rosa patterns fit inside of these. So it's a container to hold your Villa Rosa patterns all together so you don't lose them. But we took it one step further. So this project is in this bin. So when you buy this kit, you will get the bin is included, and you'll get this pretty kit. This project takes a jelly roll, and it takes, I'm not sure how much of this fabric there is, but this fabric to do these sections, and then the binding, along with the pattern. And there should be a picture of this project in here, but there's not. But we'll get a picture of the project so you know exactly what it looks like, all put together in this pretty little bin. Isn't that awesome? I love this. The fabrics are beautiful, just really, really pretty. The colors are just amazing. So we have the bins with this project. This project is called Sugar and Spice. I know, I forgot already. Nope, this is called The Lady. I don't know why, but it's called The Lady. It's 54 by 72, which you could always add a border to. And then you need 3.5 yards of backing for that. So we'll show you the fabrics in a second. So it takes your little kit here with your little bin. So then you can add your Villa Rosa patterns to that. I also have a couple of just jelly rolls for that. So that's that one. This one is called Sugar and Spice, and I'm going to grab my kit for that. And that we have packaged in this beautiful little bin. Wait till you see this project. So this one is called Sugar and Spice. And again, it's in the little bin. In your little bin, look at all these fat quarters. Look at how pretty they are.
Oh my God.
Look at how pretty this bin is.
Wow.
So yes, you could store fat quarters in here too. So it takes all of these fat quarters, and then the binding is in here with the pattern, and then a picture of what the project should look like, or could look like. Could look like. Probably will look like. So if you know Villa Rosa, simple projects, fast and easy to do. This one is 56 by 67. And I would say about 3 3/4 yards for your backing. Really pretty. So 2 different quilts. This one shows off some of the prints a little bit more because it has larger blocks. This one has the smaller strips. But they are so pretty, and I love putting them in the little bins. Makes it really fun. So I hope you love that idea. You can buy just the bin with nothing in it. Aww. But the bins are available with nothing in them as well before you ask. Yes, you can get a bin with nothing in them. But it sure is fun to have your little, come and get your little kit with the little bin. So we're going to you can even take a little bit closer look at the fabrics over here. So we have we have just the fabrics as well. So should we pull some out? Yeah. What do you want to see? This one? How about this one? This is a good one. They're all really good. The colors are just so pretty. Here again, if you didn't want to make one of those, you could use this for your mystery box and just say that you want the Expressions Batiks for your mystery box. We could do that too. We can make a mystery box out of whatever fabric you like. So I don't know why I'm having trouble putting it in. Okay, here's just a purple. It's really pretty.
The purple is awesome.
The purple is amazing. Really, really pretty. Wow. Love that. And then let's show some of these prints. This print is really cool.
Yeah, what is that?
A lot of fun. I don't know what those flowers. So you might want to, you could also pull from these for your back. This would make a fabulous back.
Very cool.
Yeah, so you can use any of these for your back. This one is kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, that one is neat.
That one is really kind of cool and crazy. And it's funny how it looks awesome in the quilt. It feels different than the rest, but it looks, really looks great in there. It adds a little zap of color. Adds a little pizzazz. Yeah.
Brightens it up.
It really does. It really makes it pretty. So really fun project. So you can pull from these for your back. So get your backs right away. Before we run out, we can just turn around here, and we can look at this little guy, the little rabbit. I'm not sure I remember what this one is called, but a little Susie B border print that we use with the little rabbits. Really cute little kids quilt or baby quilt. Really super fun and easy to do. Just this whole part uses your border print, and then these are just big flying geese that go around a little square. So really fun and easy to make. Really fun new mom colors for the new babies. Okie dokie. I'm going to slide over here, and we're going to see this one. This one is the French General fabric, our new French General fabric, and it is our Simply Charms project for April, and it's called Kaleidoscope. So I'm not sure I know what size this is. It was like, I want to say, no, it's not, maybe 30 by 30. So in your kit, in your little project, it has the little project bag, the little Sew and Save project bag, has everything that you need to make this. I think it does not include the back. Binding, border does not include the back.
Very cool.
So really, really sweet. Very pretty little quilt.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I love these little things. I have a square table at home. I throw it on my table. Even I have a rectangle table, and it just, I kind of put it crooked, so it looks like a diamond sitting in front of the on the table, and it just really makes a pretty centerpiece on your table. So, and it comes in the really super cute little Sew and Save project bags. I still have not gotten bigger project bags. I'm working on it. I promise. I'm getting there. Okay. We're going to, well, we can stand right here. As long as we're right here. Shine a little light down here or up here. I can hold them up, whatever you think. Our books for this month. We have some great new books. Okay, you want to go down? Okay. There we go. I could hold that too. Okay. So we have some of the Fabric Cafe books. This is Make It Home, 3-yard quilts. So this is a fun quilt book because not only does she show you how to make a 3-yard quilt, but then she breaks it up so that you could make table runners and placemats and things instead of a big quilt. So if you didn't want to make one of these as a big quilt, she breaks it up and shows you how to make smaller projects out of this. So I could kind of show you. So here's a pillow. Here's this project down here. And then here's a pillow and a table runner. So she shows you how to break it up and do different projects and how to make larger projects out of each of these as well. Okay, so this is a really fun book. These are the quilt projects that are in this one. Then we have 5-yard quilts, you know, or for her 3-yard quilts. Now she has 5-yard quilts. So these are the projects that are in the 5-yard quilt book. Okay.
Looks pretty good.
Yep, so 5-yard quilt book. There we go. Now we got some light on the subject. And fabulous 5-yard quilts. That's what this one's called.
Turn it a little bit.
Which way? That way? Yep. That way. Okay, we're trying to get good light on this. Okay, one more. We have the double focus 3-yard quilts. So we know her for her 3-yard quilts. There's 8 new designs. I'm going to flip it over, and these are the 8 quilts that are in this book.
Very cool.
So a lot of fun projects. Super fun, fast and easy. And then for our little pocket books this month, this is a must-have book. This one you've got to get. It's called Know Your Battings. And, oh, it even says on the back, a must-have guide. So it is a must-have guide to choosing the right batting for every project every time. How about that for a commercial? So it's really good. It goes through all the different types of batting, 100% cotton. It even talks about different brands, there's bamboo, there's wool, there's polyester, there's all cotton, there's fusible. So she talks about every different type of batting, what those battings are good for, what projects and that type of thing. So this is a really good book to have because battings are kind of a mystery sometimes because there's so many different ones and they're made out of so many different types of fabrics and things. So that's going to help you out a lot. This is Quilting with Pre-Cuts. We had a different pre-cut book last time. This is the handy pre-cut guide. This one is cute. Oops, sorry. This one is cute because it talks about different pre-cuts and what they are and how many you can get out of, how many things you can get out of different sizes of pre-cuts. But then it also shows you, as you're going backwards, it also shows you different blocks you can make out of, how to make certain blocks out of your pre-cuts. So you can use pre-cuts to make all of these blocks. So that's really fun. So it gives you lots of ideas, because I know that you probably have a jelly roll or a layer cake or a charm pack or something that you picked up that you really liked, and now you're not quite sure what to do with it, but you really like it. So this will give you some ideas, different blocks that you can make out of those pre-cuts. So that's a really, really good project book to have. So that's those. Okay, I'm going to now, we could still be like right back here, and I can kind of show you this from right here. This is as long as we're back here, won't make you move around too much, Joe. These are our scalloped basket trio pattern. It comes as a pattern. And these are the little baskets. It makes 3 different size baskets. I got this pretty little flower from Linda St. Martin, so I put it in my cute little scallop basket. So that makes just a really sweet little spring basket. What a cute little Mother's Day gift or grandma gift or teacher gift. Super fast and easy to make. So this is one that's it's put together a little bit differently. There's a pattern that you trace. I traced mine, I think, on some freezer paper. And then it has you draw out your scallops on your fabric. Your first thing you're going to do is fuse your fabric to some fusible foam, like the Bozo fusible foam. This is a great way to use up some of your scrap foam. You can also quilt this. I didn't quilt mine, but you could also quilt these, and that would be really cute. And then it has you, this is the shape. It gives you a pattern to trace and use as the shape. So you'll have your shapes for each different size, and then you're going to have an outside, and then this is your lining. So you're just going to lay these 2 together. You'll draw your scalloped edge on here, and what she does is she has you stitch 1/8 of an inch away from the line that you draw, and I was like, that's going to be way too hard. I stitched right on the line that I drew. So right on the line that I traced on these to make my little scallop. And I moved my stitch length down to 2, and I just stitched very slowly and nicely on my little scallops going right around here. So you're going to do that to both sides. And then you're simply going to take this, you're going to fold it this way, because these little cutout areas are your boxed areas. So you're going to take this, you're going to lay it like this. You're going to sew down this side and down this side. Down these 2 sides.
How are you going to lay it?
Oops. So it's laying like this. So you had it like this and sewed it together. You're going to kind of flip this up out of the way. Then you're going to fold it together. And the instructions are very well written. There's really good diagrams. You're going to get this lined up nice. Okay. You're going to sew down this edge about 1/4 of an inch, down this edge about 1/4 of an inch, and then you're going to stitch across the bottom. Alrighty? Then once you've done that, you're going to have this. Then you're going to take and you're going to box your corners. So at that point, once these are sewed together, you're going to take these and go like this. And that's how you're going to box your corners, stitch across those. Then you're going to box you're going to stitch along one of the lining sides to box it. But this is the part where you're going to leave it open. Usually we leave it open going across the bottom. Down here, we'll leave a space and then turn it. She leaves this boxed corner open. So you're going to turn it all right side out. And then here's my boxed corner. So I turned it all right side out, gave it a nice press, and then I just turned this in and stitched across to finish it off. You could hand sew that, but I just stitched across really close to the edge and just stitch that across, pop it in, and you've got a little bag. They go together really quick. And look at how cute they are, 3 different sizes. So it's a great scrap buster. You can use up some fun scraps that you have, use up some of your scrap batting.
Yep.
And it makes a really, little candy dish. You could put anything in these. But the little flower I thought was really sweet and very cute for that. So that's our little demo. Super easy, fun, and fast. So we have the patterns for these. Okay?
Yeah.
Now we're going to come all the way around, back around to the sewing machine. A class for what? Yes, so the sweatshirt class is on the 4th of June, I believe it is. It's a Wednesday. The sweatshirt class is, I think it's 10 to 1. And then the flag class will be 1 to 4. So you could do one or the other or both that day. Okay? So you can sign up for each one separately. Yep. So yeah.
Very cool.
I love my little sweatshirt. It's so fun. So you pick out your own 5-inch squares for this. So we were in a class the other day, and Jim was talking to a customer, a lady, and she was having trouble winding her bobbins. And he was talking to her, and I was listening, because if you listen to Jim every once in a while, you can learn something new. You can learn something new a lot from Jim, especially when it comes to sewing machines. And what? And jokes. Yeah. He's got a lot of, he will never run out of jokes, I don't think. As much as we would like him to, I think he will never run out of jokes. Jokes. Joe loves his jokes. Yeah, Joe hears some jokes that Jim won't tell us. So that's okay. So he was talking about bobbin winding. And you know how sometimes your bobbin kind of winds kind of loose and it's kind of spongy, or it doesn't wind evenly? Joe's like going like, yeah, he's never wound a bobbin in his life. Or sometimes it ends up like it's coming around the little spool pin, and all of a sudden it jumps off and it's going around the spool pin and not through your bobbin. I hate that when that happens. Oh, it's just like the worst. So he showed us a little tip on getting your bobbin wound very nicely, very tightly, very evenly, and it won't be spongy. So you need to look at how your bobbin is set up on your machine. On some of the bigger machines, it doesn't have this, but on your smaller machines, a lot of the machines that we take back and forth to class, has this little section here where it has the bobbin, or this little button here, and this little other little thing that you stick your thread through. Like on the bigger machines that we don't have this, but on this, you can come in and, you probably want to come in and show it on the top. So on the bigger machine, it doesn't have this little thing, but on any of the machines that have this little guy, you want to take your bobbin, your thread, and put it through that and kind of floss it. So you're going to floss this area, kind of hang on to this, and then you're going to take your thread and you're going to wind it around clockwise around this once. Okay. See how I did that? And then over to your bobbin. Okay, it holds it a little bit tighter and more evenly. And sometimes your thread will come off. The bobbin will be here. Okay. People know that. Joe doesn't know that, but Joe doesn't know that. But the bobbin will be coming over here. I didn't throw a bobbin on. But let me do this one more time so you can see it. Also, sometimes your thread will come up and it'll have like a little knot or a kink. And this will help to get rid of that. So you're going to come through. Yep, now you can. He gets mad when I'm going to demonstrate something and then I keep talking. So we're going to go right through here and kind of floss it like he said. And then it's going to come around this. And I'll come around. So it's going to come around it just once. Don't go like 3 or 4 times. Just one time. Gives it a little bit more tension as it's going around your bobbin. And then it'll keep it from jumping off and kind of going underneath your bobbin. And if there is like a little knot or a little twist in it, it'll help to smooth that out as it's going around your bobbin and give you a much more even bobbin and a more tightly wound bobbin. Did you like that tip?
Yes.
What do you think about that? Yes. I know, because sometimes things just happen with bobbins. So that was his tip of the week. So we were very happy to have that tip. The other thing that I have for you tonight is a thing to help you when you're quilting your fabric. We have a lot of times on some of our sewing machines, we have that little silver bar that comes out, and you can line that up on your stitching as you're doing like grids or stripes as you're quilting. This little guy is from Clover, and it's made for a short shank machine. So some of your larger machines have a long shank. So if you don't know if it's going to fit or not, ask us and we'll tell you which, from whatever machine you have, we can tell you if it's a high shank or a low shank or a short shank or a long shank or whatever. But this is for a short shank machine. So it works great on some of those smaller machines that you bring to class. And it has little numbers on it, so that a little ruler, so that you can measure, so that you can say, okay, I want my my grid to be 2 inches wide, and this will line it up so that you can line this up on the last stitch that you made, and from here to where your needle is will be 2 inches or 3 inches or 1.5 inches. I like the silver bar, but I find that a lot of times it moves a little bit. This really locks in so your little ruler doesn't move as you're stitching, and then you can kind of remember where you're at because you're putting it at a specific measurement. With the little silver bar thing, you really don't have that type of measurement. You have to use a ruler and measure from one line to the next line, and then that's your line. But with this, it's your ruler tells you exactly how wide you're making those. So it's a great little gadget to do quilting on your short shank machines. Okay. It is very cool. It is very cool because, you know, quilting, a grid is the easiest thing to quilt if you're doing a bag or, you know, just about anything when you're first learning how to do your own quilting. Doing some kind of a grid or a diamond or just straight lines is really a great way to learn how to quilt your own quilts, and then you get a little braver and you move up from there. But so this is a great gadget to help you do that. PP20 gets you 20% off.
Awesome.
I know. Don't forget to like us and share us. We really appreciate the fact that you watch us. Come and see us every month. And don't forget that next month we're going to be meeting on May 19th, not May 12th, because we're going to be on a bus trip on May 12th. But I will remind everybody, we'll send it out on an email, and so you don't forget to join us. And we just want to wish everybody a wonderful and blessed Easter and Good Friday with all of your family. And I hope the weather stays beautiful so we can enjoy this great weather. And we will see you again very soon. Thank you again so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Bye.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Bye. Say bye, Sherry.
Okay, bye.
Bye.